I want to talk about Nigel Farage, his plans for government, and um, his evolving blueprint for power and what it tells us about him and about us. Barely a year into a new administration, not his, Farage is already picking out curtains for 10 Downing Street. That didn't work well for the the Liberal Party, for David Steele. It didn't work well for the Labour Party under, what's his name, the fellow without very much hair, a Kinnock. And it's not going to work well for Farage. But, the arrogance and presumption is the stuff that should deliver mockery. And yet the Financial Times and other outlets, other media outlets, seem to be taking Farage seriously. Believe me, I will not be doing the same. This is a story that might run and run, like a poor comedian with the trots, or like an aficionado of X-Lax. You won't be blocked with Farage. You'll be laughing all the way to the drain. It's F for flatulence, an explosion of funny farm frolics, a fantastication of farageous fucktation. But behind the clownish language lies something quite serious. Farage is trying to sell himself as Prime Minister in waiting. He's been dining in Belgravia's Boysdale with footsie 100 bosses, telling them he'll pack his cabinet with top business leaders, not shallow, including in the Treasury. Reform UK says it will recruit city grandees, TV stars, even sports heroes, as long as they toe the Farage line. This isn't a standard party with grassroots MPs and local councillors rising to ministerial posts. It's a celebrity guest list. One might compare it to Gordon Brown's government of all the talents. But there is a difference in scale and substance. Brown's experts were added to a team of seasoned politicians. Farage's plan seems to be to replace the idea of government with the idea of a gala dinner, of yes men and women. We know some of the names he's courting. At those city dinners were the bosses of Rokes, Currys, Direct Line, Big Yellow Storage and AG Bar. Reform's pitch: lower taxes, less regulation, special treatment for the very wealthy. And Farage even wants to sell the 250,000 residency card to ultra-rich migrants, offering them exemption from tax on foreign income for 10 years. He says this will fund £600 businesses for the lowest paid British workers. Labour calls it a billionaire's bonanza. Economists have pointed out it could cost the Treasury £35 billion over 5 years, and Farage calls that nonsense. But there's no detailed costing, no legislative draft, because, frankly, it's never going to happen. This strategy is a mixture of crude populism and cunning marketing. It tells businesses, we'll look after you. It tells voters, we'll make the rich pay you. It tells the media, we're serious now, look at our corporate connections. And despite the comic absurdity, it's working. Reform UK leads in many polls. Their local election results were remarkable. Their councillors are dropping out like flies. Business groups that once shunned Farage are now hedging their bets. Brunswick hosted him for dinner. FGS Global did a breakfast. Teneo and MHP have booked events. Even the Confederation of British Industry plans to attend Reform's autumn conference. But let's not get too misty-eyed about this government of the gifted. Recruiting unelected billionaires to write tax policy for themselves is not reform, it's regression. Parachuting donors and celebrities into cabinet might excite a certain brand of voter who thinks Parliament is broken, but it isn't democratic revival. It's just another wing of the National Gallery, the Sainsbury wing, the Sunley wing. Well, we've got that with Richard Tice. It's a shadow of Trump's swamp-draining pantomime, with the swamp creatures invited back as paying VIP guests. And let's remember, for all Farage's talk of being a champion of the working man, his biggest idea for redistributing wealth is to charge Monaco millionaires a landing fee for a tax holiday. We are, in short, being asked to buy a fantasy, a cabinet stuffed with lobbyists and corporate sponsors, tax policy auctioned to the highest bidder, government as a marketing event, and somehow, despite the obvious contradictions, Farage is being taken seriously. So I say again, barely a year into a new administration, Farage is already picking out curtains for 10 Downing Street. The arrogance and the presumption is the stuff that should deliver mockery. This is a story that might run and run like a poor comedian with the trots, like an aficionado of X-lax. You won't be blocked with Farage. Oh no, you'll be laughing all the way to the drain. It's F for flatulence, an explosion of funny farm frolics, a fantastication of farageous farctation. It's tempting to laugh, isn't it? But we should also take care not to be fooled by this Farage. Government is not a game show. It's not an after-dinner speech. And if we let Farage turn it into one, the joke will be on us.